second match of the night in Defender League Group D. In the top right-hand corner of Expedition Lost, playing for Blizz Please Gaming, the resident Zerg himself, it is Trigonal.
Oof, all the way from the UK. SaviOr in the bottom left, our American Zerg with that infamous legendary namesake wearing the pink trunks. Mr. SaviOr.
That I felt like you're gonna go somewhere completely different, and then you're just like, Mr. SaviOr. Oh, okay then. All right. Looks so far this is a mirror matchup, and it looks like Trigonal going for a little bit more of an aggressive build. Went for a lot earlier of a pool, I believe. I actually don't know what pool timing it was.
I believe it was 10. Might have been 9. I wasn't paying too much attention.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I was too into the Blizz Please gaming. But he is getting out 6 lings. And yeah, okay, being aggressive for a second. I was like, oh, is he holding them back? What's he gonna do here? But he will be aggressive. I'm liking this so far to Trigonal and going for that natural base. So really, just the best defense is a good offense here. He's getting that natural up early, and or not super early, but he's getting that natural up and going for that aggression. So we're gonna see how that pans out for him. He's not taking any gas though, so these lings will be a little bit more obsolete coming into the mid game.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to fall flat, and Trig's going to be hurting here a little bit. SaviOr going that pool first into gas a little bit later. He's in great shape against this attack. Like, he's going to take some damage on this hatchery. That is fine. It's fine with that. He's getting out 2 pairs of lings right now with his queen coming out. He's going to be able to push away Trig's lings, and he's going to follow up with speed and banes and be totally good.
I'm going to disagree with you because there's 2 more lings on the way. Looks like, oh, not even canceled.
What?
He will actually kiss that.
No.
Kill that. Not canceled. 4 lings are out. We do see a spine crawler, but this is looking better and better for Trig right now. 8 lings out. Trying to focus down on spine crawler, doing the dirty dance against these lings. Pulling back for now. I mean, even if the spine crawler goes up, he can go for the back of the base. Another spine crawler goes down though. Really worried here. Trying to get as much damage as he can down in. The natural is almost done for Trig. Getting gas now, and his speed is not on the way. We see on the speed on the way for SaviOr, but these lings are so low in health.
Yeah, SaviOr's gonna, once his speed is done, he's gonna be in great shape in this game, but he has to make it until then. Not canceling that hatchery might have cost him this. This lead that he should have has just evaporated.
Yeah, I agree. We do see a lot more lings coming out. Trig's got to pull back, but his third is down. Starting to make lings for that. A second queen coming out, and Trig's looking like he's going to be in a fantastic position. He's just got to be careful not to let the little bit of a speed advantage happen, but it looks like actually SaviOr pulling back, saying, I don't want to commit too much to that, but I really think that's what he needs to do right now because speed is so close to being done.
And not getting the cancel on that hatchery, honestly, is killing SaviOr. I don't know if you aren't familiar with playing ZVZ, this feeling is awful. You have speed on the way, and you're going to be able to start making some banes and a bunch more lings to go attack. But the problem is that Trig, off of that nice non-cancelled hatch kill, has got his natural base established with his bane nest just behind SaviOr's. So Trig is going to be in great shape now.
Yeah, SaviOr had that little bit of a lead early on, but this economic
sneaking the slow lings in again on the natural. He's going to get a cancel on that hatch.
Will he get it? Will he get the cancel, though?
Oh, got the cancel off.
For a moment, I was like, is he going to lose another one and not even cancel? It looks like these lings will actually get the drones, though, but speed lings are going to destroy these small, unspeeded lings. But off the back of this Trig pumping out 16 more lings, I don't think he's really planning on being aggressive with those, simply trying to get up his defenses because his natural is good. Spine crawler down, and he's thinking he's going to see a lot of pressure, which we're not going to see a lot of pressure out of SaviOr, but he's sending the rest of these lings over. SaviOr's actually just decided to keep
he's going to get in here. He's going to get in here, and then he's going to turn right back around and run home. He needs to defend right now. Get that hatchery established. Trig with that excellent backstab with the lings getting that natural down. But with the 4 banes morph now, Trig is in fantastic shape. He doesn't need to push across the map anymore. He can just hang out, defend, as long as SaviOr doesn't get off any crazy bane hits. But SaviOr can barely even afford to morph banes at this point, let alone try and get off a crazy hit.
Yeah, that cancel is so big, and his natural is not even done yet. It is 20 workers to 18, and that's not too much. But once Trigonal starts feeling safe, he's either going to go for the kill or he's going to drone up, and he's going to be in a fantastic economic position. We see 4 more Lings, though, kind of reinforcing what Savior's got right here, but this is nothing compared to the amount of Lings Trig has and these Banelings. He will be moving up, and actually will spot Savior quite nicely. These Banelings got to be careful not... Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Trig had started that fight with 2 more Lings than Savior, which is enough to just straight up A-move and win. But with the Baneling support, Trig rolls through that, and now he's going to go put on some pressure.
Spinecrawler coming out for Savior, and Savior actually is getting 6 roaches out, which these Lings won't be able to engage them, but these Lings will be able to deny a lot and just kill some. But there's so many put into these these Spinecrawlers in very nice positions. There's a lot put into them, just economic-wise, putting them back.
Oh no, the Banelings crossing over with the workers! All of those workers are now at 5 HP. Oh my god. Trig is getting so lucky in this game. I can't even handle it. I wish more of my ZVZs went this way.
This is no luck, this is skill. What are you talking about?
Trig, of course it was. How could I ever doubt him? Oh man.
Yeah,
That worker transfer, I don't even know. Oh, Savior, killing me here. That was so nerve-wracking. Oh goodness.
Even though Trigonal lost those Lings, he does have the Roach Warren up, getting roaches out, and has 1-1 on the way. On the other side of the map, though, Savior does not have has no Evo Chambers and only 1 in gas. So I mean, really, right now, Trig may take some early damage, or may take some damage because of this, but he's looking like he's going to be in a fantastic position, especially if maybe see a transfuse. Beautiful.
Yeah, 2 queens with lots of energy. He's been missing lots of injects, which, if you ask any good Zerg player, means that he's been saving energy for transfuses, and definitely not missing injects.
Oh, he hasn't missed a single inject. This is all planned out. If he didn't get those injects right there, I would definitely have called him up after the match and be like, what were you doing? Like, whenever we're casting something, we're like, and there's so much energy, but no transfuses! Ah! But very, very nice from Trigonal, getting out Roach speed also, and I mean, Savior does have more Roaches than Trig right now, but Trig is going to have so much upgrades, and these Roaches are so much more powerful.
That just reversed. While you were talking, Trig took the Roach lead, and that is going to be how this game ends up. I will eat my socks if Trig ever has fewer Roaches than Savior for the rest of this game. Like, Trig is going to make a bunch of roaches and move out with roach speed and just go kill Savior.
Yeah, Trig's looking in such a nice position. On the other side of the map, though, Savior only now getting a second gas, and that's really what helped Trigonal pull through that. He had those early gas and did not lose any drones at all, so was able to keep getting that gas, got his Evo chambers up, and I mean, again, the economy helped him so much. He is in lair in his main, while Savior's only now getting lair, and once Trig moves out, he's going to be in a fantastic position. And just to boot, he's had constant vision of Savior's roaches right here. He does have a creep tumor right there. He's clicking on him saying 0-0. He's been paying a lot of attention to these, and he knows he's in a fantastic position.
And neither player with roach speed done, but Triggs is about to finish, and he's going to be able to chase these roaches across the map. And Savior has nothing else at home. He has 2 queens. That is it for Savior right now. He's got his spine crawlers in position-ish, but that's not going to help him. Trig is just going to go win the game now, I think.
Yeah, he
His
does.
Earlier damage is snowballing.
He does have 2 Banelings, though, but I mean, unless those are perfect, those really won't do anything anyways. Even if they are, we'll see what happens. Spinecrawler's trying to get down. First Spinecrawler will be taken out. Second Spinecrawler attempting to burrow will not. And I mean, Banelings hit, but like I was saying, really does nothing against roaches. And this is looking like it's going to be the end for Savior right here. Going up into the
where
main.
you move your roaches into the worker line and slash dance your way to victory. There it is. GG. Well played by Trig. I'm taking it, Drak. This is my intro. We're on Deadwing. It's game 2. Our player in the bottom left is now currently down a map. He needs to come back against Trig here. It's 440 Gaming's Savior, the pink Zerg.
And his opponent in the top left-hand corner of Deadwing, currently up 1 game. Playing for Edgy Dank Gaming on the European server. Apparently it is legit according to this player. It is the purple Zerg. Our resident Zerg, Trigonal. Apparently, Edgy Dank is an official clan on the EU server, so head over there and hopefully find something on them somehow. But yes, Trigonal and SaviOr pretty much doing the same thing so far. I take that back. Like right as I said that, it was the same thing, and then they both did different things. It's not the same thing, but never mind.
Yeah, gas first out of SaviOr again.
Do what I said.
Yeah, SaviOr's going for the same exact build. Trigonal is the one switching it up here. Still gasless, but SaviOr's going to be looking to put on the pressure. 14-14 is going to be Banelings and Zerglings all day long. Hopefully taking a lead or a win here from SaviOr's what he's planning. We'll see. Trig's build, this strategy, that when you use it, you kind of know in the back of your head, like, okay, I need to be prepared to fend off a whole lot of Zerglings and Banelings. And if you can do that, you're in fantastic shape, and you just kind of walk away with a win. But the problem is, that's like trying to get in a knife fight with someone when you don't have a knife yourself. It's just, you know, in theory it's possible to dodge around, knock the knife out of their hand, and then be in great shape, but you might just get stabbed and die.
Yeah, the famous StarCraft parable, not even parable, the famous StarCraft analogy, ZVZ is a knife fight, you just keep stabbing your opponent until the other guy eventually bleeds out, and you're kind of there like, oh man, I don't have any limbs myself either, but you know I won.
Yeah, Ling Bling Micro is, against Ling Bling Micro, is basically like the street fight night fighting in the Beat It music video. You just tie your left hands together and put your pocket knife in your right hand and you go crazy. Yeah.
All right. SaviOr going into the Banelings, pretty much the same out of both players so far, except for we do see Outer Trigonal going a little bit more economic, as you were saying. If he can pull through this, he will be in a fantastic position to enter into the mid and late game. But for right now, he's got to be very, very careful. He had a few Lings that went over. They scouted and saw, oh crap, I see the Baneling, I see the spine, and it looks like SaviOr going for a little bit more economic. Sorry, SaviOr's going for a little bit more aggressive. My only thing, though, is he did get the spine crawler down, so he's not quite committing fully to this and just going to see what he can see.
Yeah, Trigonal is getting an excellent scout off with the Lings in the front and the Overlord in the back. He is supply blocked right now because of that, but that's going to hurt him. He doesn't even have an Overlord on the way. Excuse me, that was SaviOr that was supply blocked. But Trigonal getting his wall down, this is how you have to react to this. The killer part here is that creep tumor is actually kind of a part of the wall. And you wouldn't really think that's a big of a deal, but when you have Banelings trying to break down your wall and you want to reinforce with buildings, that creep tumor actually will get in the way.
Very good.
And you can't throw down additional buildings, your spine crawlers can't root properly, so, I mean, that is painful. I've lost games because of my creep tumor positioning. I hope this doesn't happen to Trig right here. But SaviOr's just going to want to run up and bust through this wall and kill him.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to go for. If it doesn't work out, Trigonal will be able to move out after that and push hard, but it's going to see whether he can do this. We do have speed done for SaviOr right now. Trigonal does not Trigonal does not have speed yet, and is literally mining 0 gas right now, so this is going to be really interesting to see how he's going to defend pretty much only with these queens and the spine crawler. No Banelings are being morphed in yet for SaviOr, which is looking pretty good for Trigonal. The longer and longer it goes, Trigonal's going to have a larger and larger defense, as he is getting 6 into gas now.
Yeah, SaviOr go ahead and taking that third base now that he has full map control with the speedlings out in the map. Honestly, at this point, I think SaviOr's best move is, even with that Overlord out there watching, just morph a bunch of Banelings. As soon as he sees that Roach speed start from Trigonal, roll in and cancel the Roach Warren. Because right now he's behind in tech. His Evo chambers aren't done yet. His lair is just now started. Trig actually hasn't even started his lair yet. What is Trig doing?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, he's getting a lot of gas and just kind of holding on. Maybe he plans for a huge Roach push. He's going into 4 gas now. I'd say Hydra's, but now he's getting his lair. I feel like he's playing really defensively and is a little bit nervous in this position. He's getting his Roach upgrades now, and I mean, he had the Evo chamber and the Roach Warren so much sooner than his opponent, but he just wasn't getting gas. He was,
I want to talk to Trig about that after this game. That was, I feel like, a clear mistake. When you open this Roach style with the gasless opening, the whole point is to get +1/+1 as fast as possible and move out with a bunch of Roaches in about 60 seconds. Now, he hasn't even started Roach speed, which takes 110. So he's clearly behind right now. His lair was so late. I'm not sure what's going on with him. He doesn't have drones in that geyser on his second. Trig's just a little bit thrown off here, I think.
Yeah, he did have the double extractor in the main, but wasn't mining anything from them. So kind of strangely playing here, going for the third now. But right now, out of these players, we do see it's a 51 worker, or sorry, not 51 worker lead. It is a 7 worker lead right now for SaviOr, which isn't a lot, but still for the mirror matchup, it could mean something. And right now, to boot, SaviOr's got all the map control here. There is some nicely placed overlords for Trigonal, but still, SaviOr's got the units out and pretty much nothing for Trigonal.
Yeah, I mean, when you take a safe economic opening and you end up behind in bases and behind in workers from the non-economic opening player, you know something's wrong. As he gets those lings in, SaviOr does, he's going to see everything. He's not really going to get any damage done with these lings, but he knows exactly what he's up against. He sees that he's up against the same thing as him. He doesn't know the timing. In his mind, what he should be seeing is that these upgrades are about to finish and roach speed is about to be done. And then he's going to be need to be on the defensive and push back Trig's attack. But what SaviOr doesn't realize is that while he's down in supply a little bit, he's actually ahead in tech.
Yeah, I was going to say he is about 30 seconds ahead in his tech right now, and the roach speed's so big. We do see Trig, though, going for Burrow, which whenever we cast together, we always like when we see players doing that, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do with that. And Trig still, I mean, he's playing, as you were saying, he kind of was defensive to get that economic lead, but then stayed defensive and didn't really get out of that. And on the other side of the map, SaviOr just really looking like his economy is going well.
Yeah, SaviOr going straight into 2-2 now. With he's pushing out way more roaches than Trig. He was behind about 20 supply about a minute ago, and now he's up 6 supply, and that's going to keep rising for him as he keeps pumping out roaches. SaviOr's in a fantastic position. He's not going to need to make any more workers this game, I don't think. He's just going to go up in roaches and then attack. Both these players are a little bit slower than normal. But for SaviOr, he's a little bit expected since he opened with the Ling-heavy style.
Yeah.
But Trig, his opening should have gotten him about twice as many roaches at this point as he has. He's going ahead and taking a 4th now. Interesting play from Trig.
Yeah, I agree. We do see SaviOr moving out with a pure roach force. Now, with 500 gas, he is kind of saving up for transition maybe, but I'd like to see him. He does not have a Hydraless Den. Oh, goes for the Infestation Pit. I was going to say, I'd like to see him mix in a few Hydras just for the DPS, but actually going Infestation Pit, so that'll be interesting to see what he moves, what he transitions into. Going for the 3rd, taking that out right here, and I mean, Trig just is nowhere near the amount of roaches right now. It is 48 roaches to 25. Really, right now, if SaviOr wanted to, he could probably push up this ramp, but he's staying safe. And I mean, right now, SaviOr, actually, there is no overlords over SaviOr's army here. It's only his own overlord, so Trig is playing blind.
Yeah, and SaviOr shouldn't be able to push in and win right now. I think that's why he's hanging back, as he knows, typically in my ZVZ that I played on ladder, in this situation, I can't push up and win. However, in this specific scenario, he totally could.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I agree with you, but just like the amount of roaches, since we have that all presence perspective, that we can see that, oh wait, he's up so many roaches, but it is evening out a little bit for Trigonal. He did scare him, which actually is not what SaviOr wanted to do, pushing out a lot more roaches for Trig. And right now, though, just to boot, Trigonal does have about 10 more workers than SaviOr. Looks like some nice engagements, though. Trigonal coming down the ramp in a little bit of a concave.
But SaviOr identifies that he has more roaches, and this is
he's at 2-2. SaviOr's also at 2-2.
Yeah, he's got the upgrade advantage for another few seconds here, and he's just going to push in and kill this army, and that's going to be it for Trig, I think. This roach versus roach just snowballs like crazy, and Trig going for the Hydras when he's already down in army count, you need at least an even-ish amount of roaches to go for those Hydras, and now SaviOr's just going to push across the map with more roaches. He's got pathogen glands ready for when he wants to make some infestors, if he wants to take another big engagement. But he should just be able to keep flooding in roaches and take this.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it looks like he's doing right now, just getting his roaches together for a second push. And we do see the drone count, drone count. The drone count is equalizing now, in Trig's 3rd or 4th is already gone. Now, SaviOr's 4th is up, but no drones at that, and it's looking really good for SaviOr in this position. Trigonal just, as you were saying, it really it was just a sloppy early game and really led to him to not being able to defend that as well as he would want to. He is trying to get back into this, though, and right now just pumping out just pumping out a lot more Hydras. And
so you look at Trig's bank, he should be maxed now. That is a maxed out bank there. He just doesn't have the larva to spend to do it. And he needs to get his injects and his production going so that he can get back in this game. Right now he's down in supply, he's down in tech, and these infestors that are coming out from SaviOr, this is going to just crush Trig's army when it gets fungled in place, and the higher roach count just was going to steamroll him.
Maybe in that first game it wasn't saving up the larva for, sorry, not the larva, wasn't saving up the energy for transfuse, but we'll have to see here. Obviously these queens are too far away to transfuse, at least for now. And right now though, what is vying for Trigonal's side here is SaviOr is kind of pulling back and just staying in his own base, getting out a lot more units and infestors, switching up his composition, while Trigonal is going for the Hydra Roach composition, but he just, I mean, right now he has the minerals, he just does not have the production for it.
Yeah, SaviOr actually going up to the Ultralisk Cavern. I don't know how much I like that here. I think just getting a couple of Vipers would be better for the situation with the fungal growths. Blinding Cloud combination is absolutely murder for the Roach Hydra composition. And with SaviOr starting his 3-3, Trig is the one on the clock here. SaviOr could be doing things differently. I would be doing things differently if I was in his position, but his position is one where he can make those kind of calls. Kind of both players dance around looking for engagement. Trig looking for one too, with the infestors coming up from behind here. They're going to fungal the Hydras in the back.
Nice.
This is going to start swinging for SaviOr here.
Yeah, I was going to say
roaches in production already.
Right now, Trigonal does have the lead, though, with so much DPS. He does have about 20 Hydralisks out, and pushing across the map, though, these roaches, which 24 roaches coming out for SaviOr, should be able to push this back fine. And Trigonal has to be very careful not to lose his Hydra lead, because this is really what's keeping him in the game right now. It looks like he's actually going to see if he can poke into the third, but I'm not sure if he can into this nice concave from SaviOr at the moment.
Those Hydras are nice and clumped, looking for a fungal on those. SaviOr is. Yeah, and Trig can't push into this. Big whiff on the fungal. That hurts.
I was looking at that and I was like, oh wait, for a second I was, can you fungal your own units? But no, you can't. And I was like, oh, it's gonna suck.
Oh, and then he loses the infestor.
Yeah. Trigonal pushing nicely though, but same time SaviOr moving up really aggressively. There's so many Hydralisks here though, just so much damage output. We see 6 Ultralisks coming out.
Yeah, the Hydras are really swinging this for Trigonal. SaviOr should have had that engagement with the fungal growths up at the Trigonal side of the map, but he's just falling apart now. The Ultra transition, I really feel like it was not the right call here. They're just now coming out to defend, and with only 10 roaches to back up these Ultras, he's not going to be able to push this army back.
Yeah, Trigonal just to be careful not to get caught out of position here with the army composition he has, though. But on the other side of the map, his 4th base is not really... I mean, there's 6 drones there, but I mean, if he can get that drone count up at the 4th base and pull back, he's going to be in a fantastic position. He's got to be very careful, though, not to overextend right here.
Yeah, Trigonal's just going to be able to A-move this. He's got the Ultralisks queued up to take down. And, well, the Ultras die, and then the Roaches die underneath them. Everything is dying from SaviOr. I think this is game for Trig. Total surprise for me. This is once again where I thought SaviOr was in control. SaviOr was the one to take it, and instead Trig is the one ransacking the third right now.
Yeah, it took Trigonal just a little bit. Taking game 2, Trigonal advances forward to face... Lucian.